Have you ever been at the hospital and wondered how your lab results just magically make it to your doctor?
It is pretty amazing when you think about it.
Or how all your information seems to follow you, like from the waiting room to the exam room?
Yeah.
Well, today we're going behind the scenes to explore that.
That hidden language.
Yeah, the hidden language of healthcare, HL7, that makes it all happen.
It's fascinating to think about how much data is generated and shared.
Cheers.
Every time we step foot in a hospital,
Yeah.
And HL7 acts like the glue holding all these different systems together.
I have to admit, I always assumed it was some super advanced technology like orchestrating everything.
Uh-huh.
I had no idea. HL7 has been quietly working behind the scenes for decades.
Since 1989, to be exact.
Wow.
And the secret to its longevity: backward compatibility.
Okay.
Which basically means older systems can still communicate with newer ones.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
For those of us who don't speak tech, what does backward compatibility actually mean for, say, getting my test results to my doctor faster?
Okay, so it's like ensuring your brand new smartphone can still send text messages to your grandma's flip phone from the early 2000s.
Okay.
They speak different languages, but the message still gets through.
Right.
In a hospital, this means a new imaging machine can seamlessly share data with the electronic health record system, even if it's been around for 20 years.
That makes so much sense. So instead of constant overhauls,
Right.
they've built a system that can adapt and evolve over time.
Exactly.
Clever.
Now, let's say you're going to the hospital for a procedure.
Okay.
From the moment you check in, HL7 springs into action.
Okay, walk me through it.
Okay.
Let's say it's something routine, just a
Yeah.
quick outpatient procedure.
Even a simple check-in triggers a specific HL7 message called ADTA01.
ADTA01.
Yeah.
What does that even stand for?
Yeah.
It sounds like a secret code.
It basically means admit, discharge, transfer, and the A01 signifies the specific action, in this case, a new admission.
Got it.
This message instantly shares your information with all the relevant departments: registration, nursing, lab, etc.
So it's like a digital handshake, sharing my information with everyone who needs it.
Precisely.
Sorry.
And crucially, this message also acts as a timestamp, helping track patient flow and identify potential bottlenecks in the system.
Wow, I never realized how much was happening behind the scenes. It's not just about sharing information. It's about coordinating care efficiently.
Exactly.
Wow.
Now, let's say during that outpatient procedure, things take an unexpected turn and you need to be admitted to the hospital.
Oh, no. I hope that never happens.
Right.
But yeah, that's a great example of when things could get really complicated.
Right.
Now they have to change my status, my billing, everything.
And HL7 handles that too.
Okay.
This time, it's ADTA066. Change an outpatient to an inpatient.
Yeah, cool.
One message, sent instantly, alerts all the necessary systems about the change in your status.
So instead of someone manually updating a dozen different screens and potentially missing something,
Right.
one message ensures everyone is on the same page.
Exactly.
It's all about streamlining things and reducing the potential for errors.
Right. Absolutely.
Wow.
And it's not just about efficiency. It's about patient safety.
It's amazing to me how HL7 can adapt to all these different scenarios.
Yeah.
Almost like it's anticipating what could happen next.
That's the beauty of a standardized system like this.
Yeah.
By having these predefined messages for all these common events,
Right.
it creates a common language that everyone in the healthcare system can understand.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Speaking of common language, this whole concept of HL7 messages reminds me of something I've always found frustrating in healthcare.
Okay.
You know how you constantly have to repeat your information to different people?
Oh, yeah.
The receptionist, the nurse, the doctor.
I see where you're going with this.
HL7 is like the behind-the-scenes hero preventing that from happening even more often.
Exactly. Because all these systems are communicating through HL7.
Right.
Your information can flow seamlessly from one department to the next.
Okay.
It's like having a digital courier who never forgets a chart or asks you to spell your name twice.
That would be amazing.
Right.
So we've covered admissions, transfers,
Mm-hmm.
and even that curveball of an outpatient turning into an inpatient.
Yeah.
What about when it's time to go home?
That's where ADTA03 comes in: discharge and visit.
Okay.
This message is triggered when the doctor decides you're ready to leave.
So does it just tell everyone I'm leaving, or is there more to it?
It's a lot more than just saying, "See ya." ADTA03 includes critical information like the date and time of discharge,
Okay.
any follow-up instructions from the doctor, and even where you're headed next, whether it's home, another facility, or even hospice care.
It's amazing how much information is packed into one little message.
It's about ensuring a smooth and safe transition,
Right.
even after you leave the hospital. For example, if you need to follow up with a specialist,
Right.
ADTA 03 can trigger a referral to be sent electronically.
Oh, wow.
Or if you have specific medication instructions, that information can be transmitted directly to your pharmacy.
This is all starting to sound a lot like that seamless healthcare experience we always hear about.
It's a key piece of the puzzle, for sure.
Yeah.
HL7 is all about connecting the dots in your healthcare journey,
Okay.
from the moment you arrive at the hospital to long after you leave.
So we've talked a lot about how HL7 works,
Yeah.
but let's bring it back to the patient experience.
Okay.
What are some tangible ways this hidden system impacts our care?
One word: efficiency.
Okay.
When information flows smoothly between systems,
Right.
it means less waiting around for you.
Right.
Lab results get to your doctor faster.
Got it.
Diagnoses can be made more quickly, and treatment plans can be implemented without delay.
So in a way, HL7 is like the unsung hero of a smooth hospital visit.
Yeah, it's the silent partner working behind the scenes
Right.
to make sure you get the care you need as quickly and efficiently as possible.
This has been a fascinating deep dive. I feel like I've learned a whole new language today.
It's a pretty complex system,
It is.
but it's really quite remarkable how well it works most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, is there anything else about HL7 that you think our listeners should take away from this?
I think the key takeaway is that communication is at the heart of effective healthcare,
Okay.
even when it's happening between machines.
Right.
HL7 ensures that everyone involved in your care is literally on the same page,
Yeah.
even if they're on different floors or in different buildings.
And that's only becoming more important as we generate more and more health data.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, think about all the wearables and health apps people use these days.
Right. It's staggering.
It is.
And that brings up an interesting thought.
Okay.
We've talked about how HL7 connects systems within a hospital.
Right.
But what about the bigger picture? Could there ever be a universal language for health information, not just within one hospital, but globally?
Now, that's a thought-provoking question. Imagine a world where your medical records could follow you seamlessly, no matter where you are in the world.
Right. It would revolutionize the way we think about healthcare.
Yeah.
No more carrying around stacks of paper records or trying to explain your medical history to a new doctor.
Right.
It would be right there at their fingertips.
That sounds incredible, though I'm sure there would be challenges, too.
Oh, yeah.
I can't imagine it would be easy to get every healthcare system in the world to agree on one language.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There would be technical hurdles, privacy concerns,
Right.
countless logistical challenges.
Yeah.
But, every innovation starts with a what if, right?
Right. Well, I think we've given our listener plenty to ponder today.
I hope so.
From the moment you check into a hospital to the time you head home, HL7 is working behind the scenes, making sure your healthcare journey is as smooth as possible.
It's the hidden language that keeps our healthcare system humming along.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the fascinating world of HL7.
See you next time.
Until next time, keep those questions coming.